Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Jasmine Antoine. If you're new here, I'm so happy to have you. And if you end up enjoying the content here, go ahead and subscribe. Make sure you also hit that notification bell as well so that you're notified when new content is available. Let's get into the video. All right, y'all, life update. So if you go back a few videos, y'all know that I told y'all that me, my husband, and my daughter, we took another move. So we've moved and I have been learning to have contentment with little. So let me tell y'all this. With my husband's job, we get placed in certain places to live in. When we got to the place that we were going to stay in, which is this place, no, I'm not going to give you a tour. One, because my husband is super private, and two, it is what it is. I was shocked to see that this place was like half the size of what we stayed in this past summer. Like I told y'all, this past summer, you know, we were doing some traveling and stuff like that. But I told myself before we actually came to this place, I didn't know what it was gonna look like. But I told myself that I would not complain. So when we got in, I looked around and everything, but I didn't complain. And I'm so happy that I did not, because I didn't want to bring any negativity to my husband. And then also, God doesn't like for us to complain, so I just kept silent. But I still have my thoughts. I was like, Lord, you see my thoughts, you see exactly what I'm thinking, please help me, because I want my thoughts to glorify you as well. Shortly after, I think it was probably either the day of or the next day, I don't know, it's like my whole mind changed. I had a heart change. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna be thankful. I started listing off things that I was extremely thankful for. We got a whole fridge. We ain't got a half fridge. We ain't even got a mini fridge. We got a whole fridge. We have a nice microwave. We have a very beautiful stove and a beautiful island. I love these chairs that we have around this island. Like, there's some really beautiful things about this place. We have cabinets. We have furniture that we could sit on. Like, you know what I'm saying? The worst could be happening here, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could have a broken light. We could have things not working with the water, but we have hot water. We have cold water. We have all that we need and more. We have some nice wooden floors, and yes, this place is a lot smaller, but it's not that bad. Y'all know that, I don't know if y'all like to scroll like Instagram and TikTok and like look at those videos, but y'all know that one audio that has been trending for a while, where a girl like goes into a place and she's like, "Ooh, this is nice. She ain't got no roaches or nothing." Like, that's how I was feeling. I was like, you know what, this is actually pretty nice. We ain't got no roaches or nothing. This is cool. I can deal. Would I like for it to be bigger? Yes. Would I prefer more space, more storage? Yes, but this is what we have right now, and my heart's okay with it. I'm gonna just make do with what we have, and that's what we have been doing. We've been making do. I remember during my quiet times after that, I would thank God out loud for what we did have in this place, and the list was pretty long. I did this during like the first few days of my quiet time, and whenever I felt unsatisfied, I would just out loud be thankful and list everything that I was thankful for. Doing this took my heart from being unsatisfied to having contentment. So before we actually made this move back in October, so I gotta tell y'all this, I was having one of my quiet times with the Lord, and I was praying to him, and I was talking to him about, with the next place that we're gonna stay in, which is our present. I was just like, Lord, with the next place that we stay in, can we have the same grace that we have presently, which was, that grace was, we were staying in a newly renovated place. Everything was brand new, like the stove, the fridge, the appliances, the sinks, the tubs, everything, the faucets, everything was brand new, the handles, the doors, and it was gorgeous. It was very beautiful. So I was praying that same grace. I was like, Lord, new floors, new toilets, like please this and that, yada, 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 yada. After I finished praying, I ask God, I say, okay, what would you like for me to read in the Bible? Usually the Lord always gives me the name of a book and a chapter. God didn't do that this time. He said, I want you to look up scriptures regarding contentment. I was like, okay, God, okay. So then I went to the back of my Bible. I think it was like the concordance, I'm looking up the word contentment, and I find some scriptures under contentment and content. From the scriptures and from the study notes that were in my Bible, I learned that it's God's will for me to be content. It's his strong desire for me to have contentment within my heart, with little or with a whole bunch. It's his will for me to rest in whatever he gives and does not give. I learned that I need to be satisfied with my present until God gives more. I need to know that he's acting on my behalf. After that, I told God, I was like, okay, I understand that you want me to be content. I understand that you want me to be content with this, that, and that, and contentment looks like this, that, and that. I was like, I agree, 1000%, I agree, and also your word says, I can lift up all types of prayer requests to you. So, it is still my desire that we have a nice place to stay in and be renovated and all this other stuff. And so Anyways, y'all, a couple weeks later, we're here and I'm learning contentment. And I just want to say that I'm thankful for the opportunity. I'm so thankful for this opportunity because honestly, this is very different. Like I said, this place is very small and there are other things that, you know, I'm not completely fond of, you know, with the place that we're staying in right now. However, I'm so thankful for this opportunity to learn contentment, because if I didn't have this opportunity to learn contentment, I wouldn't have the opportunity to grow in holiness, because to be content is to be holy. If we don't learn how to be content with little or with much, we're not growing in a specific area of holiness. My whole heart has changed completely. I'm thankful for this opportunity on how to be content. I've learned how to be content with little. Y'all know how Paul says in the Bible, I don't say this out of need, for I have learned to be content in whatever circumstances I find myself. I know both how to make do with little and I know how to make do with a lot. In any and all circumstances, I have learned the secret of being content, whether well fed or hungry, whether in abundance or in need. I am able to do all things through him who strengthens me. Period. That's period for real. Like, I have learned to make do with little. Like, we don't have like a whole bunch of like, you know, storage to put our things and stuff like that. And so, well, we do have some storage, but the thing is that with the way we're living, we have to get rid of that to do something else. But anyway, what I'm trying to say though is that we've been making do. We've been finding areas on where to put stuff, and we've been making do. Like Paul said that he found out how to make do with little and how to make do with a lot. Okay, we've been making do here, and I am just so thankful for the opportunity. I'm being dead serious, like dead serious. I'm so thankful for this opportunity. And also, y'all, I just think it's funny because some months ago, God kind of prepared me. I feel like he was preparing my heart to learn about contentment. Because this past summer he gave me this dream, and it was like a new place that we were staying in. In the dream, we like went through this like neighborhood, and I seen this fencing, and the fencing that I seen was the fencing that's around here that we're staying. And in this dream, it was like an empty like house lot. And I remember when we approached this empty lot, I remember, you know, just thinking, I was like, it's too small. You know, I was just like, I don't like it. You know, my husband was just like happy, you know, in the dream, but I was just like, I don't like it. Like, it's too small. But then once I went to the other side of the field, because it was like an empty house lot, my heart changed. And so I remember just like thinking about that dream and talking to my mom and my sister about it, and even my husband. And it was funny because they all pretty much said the same thing, like, looks like God was, you know, showing you your heart, and looks like God is trying to teach you how to be content. And so I'm just like, nah, you know. But here I am learning how to be content, and I just praise God for it, y'all. Anyways, I just wanted to share that with y'all. It's a testimony, you know, it's a testimony to learn how to make do with little, and been thanking God for this opportunity because I want to be holy like my Father. I want to look like Jesus here on earth. I want to be holy. I want to be a holy woman. That is my desire. It's my goal to know God and to be holy. Okay? Period. Those are my goals. I love y'all, and Jesus loves you so much more. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please share it with someone else to encourage them, right? All right, I'll see y'all again in the next video. Bye.